Oh, there will be many. There will be many because everybody seems to have a pet file. That why don't you deal with Sarawak? Why don't you deal with Teo Bang Hawk? Why don't you deal with banyak case which I can't even mention the list. There's so many files, and some of it I was informed have been closed. So I'm not too sure why has it been closed when people keep telling me that there's a case. So I need to deal with those things. And I have been receiving memos after memos on cases which they told me there was no case, and I've been getting additional info and evidence. So I do need to go back to those files and check back, was it properly closed or not.
Do you suspect possible wrongdoings?
I will not comment. I will not comment until I look back at that file.
Can you really share like 1-2 names of the
Cannot
high-profile cases that you?
Because I belum habis lagi, macam mana I nak buka? And then if I buka and tell you, the file would have closed it up again.
The one back to which year?
It could go back to a couple of years.
But
actually.
for now you cannot.
No, I can't, because the minute I tell you guys, guess who will be actually scampering? So I cannot.
But you cannot rule out the reasons why.
Cannot. The minute I say it, look, I have to deal with this in a most pragmatic and professional way. Okay. So if I lead you a hint of those files, I don't know whether the file will be missing. So I have to be careful. Mungkin. Sudah tentu.
How far is it? Like 5 years, 10 years?
It all depends on the kind of evidence that I've recently received.
So far, the latest case you received, how far did it go back? Like how many years back?
Even like last year or the year before also. Yeah.
But if you find out that these files were closed not in proper way,
of course I buka balik. That's what I said. That's what I actually said. I buka balik. It's not about taking action on the officers. I need to see why was it closed, and if there needs be, we can open back. And this is not something original coming from me. This has happened before. So many cases can be opened back. So it's not something I'm doing it in an extraordinary fashion.
You think MACC also
because we have a committee that is that actually should be able to look into files which has been closed, and the committee can actually sit down and look at the file and say there's a public interest matter, why was it closed, and summon all the documents to check. That committee unfortunately has not been appointed yet because the previous committee has already expired their terms. So we are in the midst of that. So meanwhile, we'll be dealing with the work that we have.
So you will do this on your own first before the next committee is formed?
Yes. Tak ada problem. Saya tengok dulu kalau ada evidence, saya akan tengok situasi lah. So tapi malangnya saya tak boleh share with you information sebab kes-kes ini ada kepentingan awam dan sebagainya. Kalau saya share those details, I know it's very juicy, but if I share with you those information, it won't help in our investigation. So please bear with us.
When are you hoping to wrap up after you finish?
It really depends on how large and how big the file is. Yeah.
You said you were worried, like maybe files go missing. Are you worried about deep state in your?
What are you trying to get at actually? I never use those words, so please don't put in my words. I didn't use the word deep state, did I?
You didn't say
okay, so let's leave it at that. I've already said what I said.
Right? Some of the files that's been closed, are you shocked why they are closed?
Yeah, I am surprised. I am surprised, but at the same time, we are dealing with people who may have been very influential, whatever reasons. So that's the reason we need to look back.
All right.
So hopefully, no one escapes. In a way, if it was closed improperly. Bila saya dapat, saya bagi tahu. Okay?